I just feel the presence of God so strongly here tonight. You know, I was thinking about, I lived in a town called Brisbane, Australia, and I go often to this thing called Rugby League State of Origin, which is, funny enough, was a 50,000-seater stadium sitting right next to the apartment block that we lived downtown in this particular city, and we could see it, we could hear the roar of the crowd. I mean, I could literally hear every time a try would be scored, and a try is basically a goal. You know, what was better than that was actually being in the actual stadium. Once I had the privilege of being in a corporate box, meeting the players downstairs before this particular event, and then I walked on the field with greats of players, and I had some friends that enabled me to have this ticket that got me into even the coaches' lounge. It was an incredible time. But one of my most amazing experiences with rugby league was when you know that the guy was about to score a try or a goal. The anticipation of like my emotions, like I'd have a pie in my hand and a drink in my other hand, and then you'd see 50,000 people sit from their chairs, and as he began to run down the 20-meter line about to score the try, you could see the entire crowd begin to stand up and lose consciousness of what was in their hand and begin trust me, I was one of those guys, but lose consciousness of what was in their hands and began to shout like crazy because what was about to happen, they could foresee because it was inevitable that the try was about to be scored. I think as a Christian, that sounds like our faith journey. That sounds like the fulfilled word about to be fulfilled. Because you think about the promises of God. They're like 20 meters away. And you've got issues in your hand. But you begin to see God move in the slightest of ways. And as you begin to see God move, you lose consciousness of what's in your hand. And you begin to look at the guy that's inevitable to score. Then he runs across the line. The whole crowd is going crazy for Jesus. And I want to tell you tonight, I couldn't help but get up at some point because I was just bursting. But I feel like, as Pastor Bill a couple of weeks ago talked about 90 days of breakthrough, and he said this a few times, but you know what 90 days of breakthrough for me is? It's the anticipation of a try. I mean, I need faith now to believe it's not going to happen. But it's that anticipation that's about to happen. I asked Sean if he could just sing the bridge of this song. I'm telling you tonight, when he began to sing about joy, 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 we're going to lose the right to hold those things that we shouldn't be holding and look at the one who's about to score the try on our behalf and begin to shout like crazy. And as he sings this part of the song, Sean, if you can, I want us to go ballistic in this place. Every Sunday I come here, I'm just so thankful. I've been here for 4 years now, just so thankful to be with family and worship God. It's just like to hold this mic is crazy. You know, to hold this mic 8 years ago was like this. I got accepted to first year. I got accepted to second year. Dave Ward gave me an interview with Leslie Crandall. I was about to be hired. Then I saw Chris. And I felt like it was gonna happen, but I was in anticipation. My wife and I had to move everything in position for that try to begin to happen. Everything had to shift on the prophetic word. Tonight, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shift the atmosphere in our search circumstance as we sing this song again. Come on, I want you to lift your hands. I want you to begin to shout out to God right now. Come on, shout out to God!